For those of you that don't know, Halloween is my favorite holiday and I look forward to it every year. I look forward to the costumes, the candy, the decorations, and especially the haunted houses. Today we're here at Spirit Halloween. I'm sure you can see it in the background behind me. Now, we don't usually purchase stuff from Spirit Halloween. Sometimes we do, but for the most part, when it comes to our costumes, we like to get creative. We usually make our own costumes. And when it comes to decorations, kind of the same thing. Spirit Halloween just doesn't really offer the type of stuff that we're into. But we still usually come here every year. We like to browse. We enjoy going to all the different Halloween stores and seeing what they have. But this year in particular, I'm here for a certain reason. The rumor is they've got some new decorations that are based on some 80s movies. So we're going to head inside. We're going to try and check out most of what they have to offer, but we're mostly going to be focusing on those 80s decorations. Let's go see what we can find. Okay, this store appears to be really big, so hopefully they're going to have a good selection in there. So right off the bat, we have an animatronic of Sam from Trick or Treat. Looks like it doesn't do too much, it just kind of moves back and forth, but still pretty cool. And then over here we have the Killer Clowns from Outer Space section. There's a Slim mask. Now these masks definitely aren't as cool as the ones that Trick or Treat Studios put out a while back. Here's a Shorty costume and the Shorty Club. Now before they didn't have a really good Shorty costume. A few years back my son was Shorty for Halloween and we made his costume, and the one we made for him wasn't that great either, but it was definitely a lot better than the one that they had to offer on Amazon or anywhere else. And here's Jumbo the Clown. So you can be a more traditional Chucky, or you can be, I guess, hipster Chucky with a sweater. Not really sure. And definitely don't know what's going on with this guy. All right, I found the 80s and 90s section. Let's see how much of this stuff I own or used to own. Yeah, none of it. But you know what? I actually really like this hat. And I have pants really similar to that. Oh my gosh, my life's a costume. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. Here's some kind of pads that you walk on. Now, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be blood. I guess it's supposed to be blood. Not really sure. I don't know. Kind of weird. Got a Space Jam costume hiding back here. And Space Jam hat. Here's the Bob Ross section. You can be Bob Ross or you can be Bob Ross's painting. Now, again, they didn't really make a proper Bob Ross costume before. My wife was Bob Ross a long time ago. And she made her costume, of course, not a really hard costume to make. So this is pretty awesome. It's an inflatable Garfield costume for adults. Now, I'm not usually into inflatable costumes, but this one's really cool. They also have some Looney Tunes inflatable costumes down here. Porky Pig and the Tasmanian Devil. And then probably the coolest one of all, Gizmo from Gremlins. Now obviously I really like the idea of a He-Man costume, but something just doesn't look right about this one. Okay, it says Netflix up here. Okay, this is the new He-Man series. Alright, yeah, I'm not really into it. Found the Beetlejuice section. They have a Beetlejuice mask, but it looks more like the Joker. And then down here they have Beetlejuice's suit and his wedding suit. A Lydia blanket, and a couple of different options if you want to be a Lady Beetlejuice. In the Ghostbusters section, they have these window clings, which are pretty cool, and then a Ghostbusters badge, and I actually didn't know the Ghostbusters had badges. Now this is something I've been saying for years that I wanted to be for Halloween. It's the inflatable wavy arms guy.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving...
Crash test dummies. Now I wish this costume looked more like the 90s crash test dummies, but still pretty cool. They have a child version of the Ghostbusters jumpsuit, but the Proton Pack wand, not too cool. Okay, I found these awesome Trick or Treat bags, and I noticed that this one is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and this one over here is Slimer. Pretty awesome. So it looks like that's pretty much it for animatronics. This one right here doesn't work. All of this right here should be animatronics, but that's all they have. Okay, so that Spirit Halloween had a terrible selection. They definitely didn't have what I was looking for, and they really didn't have many props at all. Luckily, there was another Spirit Halloween just a couple miles away, so we're gonna head in there now. Okay, so this Spirit Halloween appears to be a lot smaller than the other one, but it also looks like it might be a lot nicer, so maybe they'll have a better selection. Let's see. So right off the bat, we have an animatronic that they didn't have at the other store. Let's see if it works. Okay. So is that all it does? It just laughs? I'm waiting for it to like lunge at me or something. Okay, it just laughs. Now this is the animatronic that didn't work at the other store. Let's see if this one works. So this one just cries. So the other one laughs and this one cries. All right. So far, this is the scariest thing in the entire store. A Michael Myers throw pillow. And then down here they have a Sam greeter. You can put your Halloween candy in it, or I guess popcorn. And this is pretty cool. The picture changes when you move back and forth. Gremlins fleece throw. I like this. So here's their 80s and 90s section. And remember back in the day when we used to walk around wearing shirts that said rad on it? Man, I miss those days. Now they have a few different things in their Ghostbusters section. In addition to the jumpsuit, they also have this really cool Ghostbusters jacket. Now they also have the ghost trap, which makes noise and lights up. They also have a few different items in their Beetlejuice section, like this really awesome Beetlejuice sign. And then over here they have a sandworm cane. Whoa, Chucky needs a haircut. What's going on with Chucky? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not supposed to be Chucky. Maybe it's Dave Mustaine from Megadeth. Okay, so that one was even worse. They only had 2 animatronics, those first 2 that I showed you right when I walked in. So I'm sure most of you have already seen them. Basically what I was looking for is this year they have a Shorty animatronic from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and they also have a Beetlejuice animatronic. But we went to 2 different Spirit Halloweens and we struck out at both. Come on, Spirit Halloween, get it together. And on top of that, I didn't really see anything new and exciting this year. All the costumes were just the same thing that we see year after year, except for that Garfield costume and the Gizmo costume. I was pretty excited about those. So I just came to a 3rd Spirit Halloween about 20 miles from where I live, but hopefully this one has the stuff that we're looking for. Okay, I found the ugly baby section. And this is exactly how I look when my wife tells me that I can't have any more cake. So I'm not really sure if this is what this animatronic is supposed to be doing. It's kind of just making noise like a chipmunk. I have a feeling this one's also broken. And another broken animatronic. So this one would actually be really cool if it wasn't broken. These pumpkins should be moving into this section right here, and then they come out the other side carved as jack-o'-lanterns. And like I said, this one would actually be really awesome. Another broken animatronic.
You just can't scratch. Here, let me help you with that.
So here's their Beetlejuice section, and it's almost completely bare. They don't really have much at all, but they do have this cool little Beetlejuice statue. And it's got a little green LED down here that shines up onto his tombstone. They also have these really cool sandworm string lights. I like these. Okay, we found the Beetlejuice animatronic. Unfortunately, it looks like they don't have a display for it, but they do have it new in the box, and it looks pretty cool. You know, it doesn't really look like Michael Keaton, but still looks pretty cool. It says the Torso turns side to side, the mouth moves, and he speaks. Okay, as you saw, that was probably the worst out of the three. That one didn't have much at all. They did have the Beetlejuice in the box, but no display, no killer clown stuff, just overall not a very good selection. All right, I think I'm done for this year. No more Spirit Halloween for me. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.